Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Scott Sports 101, uh, NFL Week Browns NFL Week 3 update show. And we'll talk about today's Browns game so far and what's happened. Right now, they're up 20-3 with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. We got so many more NFL games. I'll give you my picks of the week and all that. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Week 3 trivia question. What is the name of the winning touchdown reception thrown by Joe Montana during the NFC Championship game in 1981? I will have the answer later in the podcast. It's NFL Week 3, and the Cleveland Browns take on the Tennessee Titans at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. They're taking them on right now, looking to go to 2-1 after the painful loss against the Steelers Monday. As you know, running back Nick Chubb is out for the rest of the season after he suffered a season-ending knee injury in the loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football last week. Of course, it soon came out, although we all knew this would be the case as soon as it happened, that Chubb's 2023 NFL season was over. However, Chubb and the Browns received a much-needed bit of good news about the severity of his injury. ESPN is reporting that after tests, it was determined that Chubb Chubb suffered a torn MCL in his left knee following a hit from Steelers safety Minka Fitzpatrick. The good news is that the injury is not considered career-threatening. However, the recovery time frame for an injury like Chubb's is about 6 to 8 months. He's got a lengthy road ahead of him. At least there's a return to the NFL seems likely. And that's good news when you consider that Chubb's injury looked so bad at the time. ESPN decided not to show the replay, which I thought that was good. But of course, they showed it on the stadium screen in Pittsburgh, and the crowd's reaction told you everything you needed to know. And this is one of those games today. And so they brought back Kareem Hunt, as you know, this past week. And he's made his debut in today's game against the Titans right now. And right now, Tennessee has the ball. It's a first and 10 at the Tennessee 10. So we will see what happens. And I will say that I do feel that the Browns will get the win and go to 2-1. They're up 20-3, as I said right now. And Watson is looking a lot better today than what he did on Monday's game. He has one touchdown pass in this game, and he really has really gotten this game up. And Elijah Moore has made some really big plays today so far. And we're about to wind down the third quarter and go to the fourth. And so right now, I'm going to give you my picks for the week and who my brother-in-law is taking. And so let me do that right now. And as you know, the San Francisco 49ers beat the New York Giants 30-12 Thursday night at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. I took the 49ers, and so did my brother-in-law, Eric Coyle. We're both 1-0 right now. And the Giants cannot have any more slow starts, to say the least. Okay, the Miami Dolphins are taking on the Denver Broncos at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And right now, they are up 42-13 in the third quarter with 7:48 to go. And I took Miami, and so did my brother-in-law for this one. And for today's Browns game, I've taken the Browns, and so is my brother-in-law. And he has taken them for it. So, as you know, they're up 20-3 right now. The LA Chargers are in Minnesota taking on the Vikings at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota. And right now, the Chargers are up 21-10. Minnesota's got the ball, and it's a 3rd and 8 at the LA 36. I've taken the Vikings, and so is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. He has taken the Vikings as well. The Indianapolis Colts are taking on the Baltimore Ravens at Lucas Oil at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And right now the Colts are up by 2, 16-14. And so in the fourth quarter, about to start the fourth quarter, and 15 minutes to go. And right now, Baltimore and Indianapolis are in the fourth quarter with 11:22 to go. And the Indianapolis Colts are up 16-14. Baltimore is about to kick off, so it means Indianapolis has the ball. And I've taken Baltimore for that one. So is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. He has taken the Ravens. And Tennessee's quarterback just got sacked again. I'm trying to take a look on the replay screen here. And yeah, he got sacked. Ryan Tannehill got sacked. 4th sack for the Browns, sacking Tennessee's quarterback. The New England Patriots are taking on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And right now, the Patriots lead 13-3, and they're about to get underway in the fourth quarter. And Minnesota just scored 21-17 Chargers, so Minnesota's right back in it. And I'm taking New England, and so is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. He's taking them. The Buffalo Bills are taking on the Washington Commanders at FedEx Field in Washington. And they are up 16-0 in the fourth quarter with 10:43 to go. It's Buffalo 16-0, and I took Buffalo, so my brother-in-law, he's taking Buffalo as well. And 5 sacks for Tennessee by the Browns. The Browns sacked Tennessee's quarterback again. Boy, it's a way to do it, Browns. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons are taking on the Detroit Lions. And hello to my nephew, Jay Hoyle, who just walked in. And the Atlanta Falcons are taking on the Detroit Lions right now at Ford Field in Detroit. And right now, the Lions are up 13-3. And that is my nephew, Jay Hoyle. It's my nephew.
Go ahead, Chubb.
Yes, we all miss Nick Chubb, J-Man. We all do. And right now, the Lions are up, as I said, 13 to 3 right now with in the fourth quarter with 13:42 to go in the fourth quarter. And Detroit's got the ball first and 10 at the Detroit 37. The Green Bay Packers are taking on the New Orleans Saints at their field, legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I've taken the Packers, so it's my brother-in-law. But right now, the New Orleans Saints lead the Green Bay Packers in the fourth with 12:30 left, 17 to nothing. And Green Bay has the ball right now. It's a first and 10 at the New Orleans 23. The Jacksonville Jaguars are taking on the Houston Texans at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. And the Houston Texans are leading the Jacksonville Jaguars 24 to 10. And they just entered their third quarter. They're about to get their fourth quarter started. And I'm taking Jacksonville, and so is my brother-in-law. He's taking the Jaguars for that one. And in the late games today, late afternoon ones, the Carolina Panthers will take on the Seattle Seahawks at Lumen Field in Seattle. I've taken Seattle, so is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. The Arizona Cardinals are taking the Dallas Cowboys at State Farm Field in Arizona. I've gone with the Cowboys, and so is my brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. The Kansas City Chiefs are taking on the Chicago Bears at their home field, Arrowhead Stadium. I've gone with the Chiefs. So is my brother-in-law. He's taking the Chiefs. And Sunday Night Football tonight. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Vegas to take on the Raiders to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. I've taken Pittsburgh with a long shot. My brother-in-law is taking the Raiders. That's one we don't agree on. And we have two Monday night games again this week at 7:15. It will be the Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. I've taken Philadelphia. My brother-in-law is taking the Buccaneers. And the Bengals and the Rams will battle it out in the 8:15 game at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And I've taken the Bengals, and my brother-in-law is taking the Bengals as well. So we shall see. That's the late game, all the games for this week. And right now, the Browns have the ball again, 20 to 3. It's 13:06 left to go in the fourth. And right now, it is time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. I'm sorry for my little delay here. What is the name of the winning touchdown reception thrown by Joe Montana during the NFC Championship game in 1981? And if you said the catch, you are correct. That touchdown reception thrown by Joe Montana was called the catch. That's what the name of it was. And that helped San Francisco win the NFC title and move on to the Super Bowl that year. I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. Runners up 23. That's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101. Browns and early games week 3 update show. I'll be back at the post-game show once the games have concluded, which the Browns game and all the other games have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.